Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. My name is Esther. I do Zen Tangle or Zen patterning to ease my mind of each day's aggravations, if there are any. It's a beautiful day on the sunny Gold Coast of Australia. A little hot, I think it's about 29 degrees Celsius at the moment, but it's still a beautiful day. I just want to show you this that I did over the weekend. Now it's a small little diary that I'm going to give to my mother as a Christmas present. That's just a Collins Vanessa 2024 diary. And I ordered this from Amazon, and for some reason 5 arrived. So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do with the 5. I might give them to Mum so she can give them Christmas presents or something like that. But I will do another one. And if you want to personalize it, pardon me, you just do the it was just simply the inside page. I'll show you what the inside page did look like. So here's one, and that was that page, which I just filled in with patterning, and it looks nice, doesn't it? And then it had this pocket here, so I took one of my old beautiful bookmarks that I've done, popped it in there. And I also bought these from Amazon. This is what they are, color notes. Comes on a piece of plastic. I just cut the plastic to size, and it's little post-it notes that you can pop in the diary. So pop that in there, pop that in there, and I think it makes a lovely little present, don't you? Now I'm going to do the same sort of thing today, but I'm going to do it on a bigger diary. And yep, so I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. This is a previous diary that I did. A little pocket. And that one as well. If you haven't watched any of the others, stuck that little pocket in there. Personalized it, that's just from a window envelope. Bought one of these to pop in there for whoever you give it to. I think it makes a nice gift. And this goes into there like that. I think it makes a lovely gift for somebody. What we're going to do, I bought this, which is quite beautiful. It's a Grissi. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but that's a diary, and I'm going to do that front page. And what this one is little dotted pages there. A plan, monthly plan thing, months, and then the blank page, the front there, and all I've done is that frame over there, which I measured 1 centimetre from the edge. What I might do is take these ribbons away, because they might affect what we do here. Give me a moment, I just thought of something. We might do a couple of circles. So that's a bit big, but I think it can look quite nice. Let's see. Not sure if I can have to lean forward like that. Now that hasn't quite worked out as I would have hoped, but that can be fixed because we're going to do other circles, and let's see. This is not working out, but it doesn't matter because those are all going to be patterned. We have some smaller ones here. Yeah. So it's just to give you the idea of a circle, but these don't matter because it's all going to be filled in beautifully. Now what I'm going to do, which is the same as what I did with that diary, is I'm going to put a background on this one, whereas this one there's no background or border, as you can see, quite a few without a border or a background. But I'm going to do that background in particular behind this. So remember how we start off by doing straight lines. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And it really gives it a lovely effect with the background. Because you have two dynamics going, you have a foreground and a background, and all of it's going to be patterned, which I think will be quite lovely. If we continue with our lines, I must apologize for that last video without the sound. I actually forgot to switch on the microphone. It was only when I'd finished and I was listening back before uploading it that I realized there was no sound. And I considered doing a voiceover, and I tried it and tried it, and I couldn't do it. It just wasn't working for me. So I thought, well, I won't do a voiceover. Maybe at a later stage I can do a voiceover and pop it in there, but as it stands at the moment, I was unable to do it. So I just gave up. It's not good to give up. You should never give up on something if you've made up your mind to do it, but yeah. You see, you've got your background, you've got your foreground. So we're going to work on the background first. I'm just going to put these glasses away. Sorry, I've got things falling off my table here. Put the glasses away. I'll be back in a second. and we can continue. So the first things we always do is fill in the corners of the background. So that's what we're going to do now. And remember, you do those so that there's no sharp lines. I hope you're having a relaxing week. I've been so busy, oh my gosh. So busy. But I guess it's better to be busy than to not have anything to do. So I had my grandchildren with me this weekend, and they were delightful. They were really good. Very, very good. So it's a 3-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 12-year-old. And they were very good. I was very pleased with them. And then fill in these negative spaces here. Don't be in a hurry, because that's when you go out of the line and make a mess. I have ordered through Amazon a template that has these circles, and so these will be better. But you'll see in the end, these double lines won't make any difference at all, because it's all going to be patterned, and you won't even see them. So the nice thing about art is if you make a mistake, you fix it. So easy. So it's so relaxing to know that even if you make a mess, you can just fix it up afterwards if it hasn't turned out the way you want it. Or change it. Fix it or change it. But just knowing that is relaxing in itself. And thanks for the comments, guys, and the subscriptions. I really appreciate it. It helps to grow the channel, and it helps people to find me, which I love, of course. Anybody would. The comments have been lovely. One person commented that the work is very delicate, and it's strange to say that the more delicate it is, the more my mind slows down. I did training this morning, so a bit hyped up, but I did go to my brother on the way home, had a coffee, some lunch, and now I can relax and settle down. I hope you're enjoying watching these as much as I enjoy doing them. Big shout out to my artist friend who lives in Weiz in Austria, Lorna Panzenberg, who's a professional artist, and she will be starting her own YouTube channel. She does beautiful lives, people. You go to a restaurant and just draw the people, not like cafes on the outside, and they're so good. So that's what she loves doing, and the human form and stuff like that. So she and her husband Alex recently emigrated from South Africa, to Austria, where he comes from. She's so clever, and she's just so bloody clever, this friend of mine. She started dating this Austrian. So no problem, she just taught herself to speak German. Bloody hell, I'm completely useless at languages. And she just taught herself the language, so yeah, she's fluent, obviously, after all these many, many years. But it's truly amazed me. So she's got many languages under her belt coming from Africa. And now she's fluent in German, living in Austria, goes to art classes live with live models. Just fabulous. What a life. What a life, and what a wonderful person she is. I just love her. One of my oldest friends. Actually, it is my oldest friend. Because all my other oldest friends have passed away. It's very sad. And that's what life's all about, isn't it? Try not to rush, because as soon as you rush, you go out of the line and you've got to thicken it up, and you think, oh my God, why did I do that? But try not to. I mean, this is time consuming, but that's the name of the game. Just relax, slow your mind. It slows my mind down right up, which is lovely. I've been watching a show called The Gilded Age. It's an American show on the age during the 20s, I think, 1920s. Just absolutely wonderful. The costumes are just amazing. The outfits that they wear, but they're very class conscious and very snobbish. But it's like an American version of Downton Abbey, is what it's like. So if you all like Downton Abbey, this is the American version of that, and it's very good, I must say. I'm really enjoying it. So that's coming into its own. You've got your background. I hope everything's working today. I hope it's picking up my voice. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And this is, yes, great. So I'll continue. You see we're getting a background in there beautifully. And then this is going to be stunning, of course, as it always is. Now we continue rounding the edges. Don't be tempted to rush, like I just did there. I need to let Amazon know that the last delivery of little pens is very dry. It's quite disappointing. Very hot in Australia at the moment. We're having some sort of crisis with the heat. I mean, it's hot every year, but it feels particularly hot at the moment. Somebody said the other day that they didn't think giving diaries was a good idea because everything's online these days. And I don't particularly, I know for the young people, everything's online. But personally, I like having a diary. I like writing things down and getting up in the morning, making my tea, glancing at the diary and seeing what I have on today. I like it. So, well, these videos are for those that do like it. I'm sure my mum loves jotting things down when she's sitting watching TV. She's forever jotting something down. And students jot things down, don't they? fetched my little grandson from daycare yesterday. And he said the sweetest thing. I had my other grandson in, who's 12. So I gave him some Tic Tacs, the only ones that I had, which are peppermint. The little one, and he's just 3. He was sucking, he says they're very spicy. So I said, yeah, they're for big boys. Because I always tell him he's a big boy. He's a big boy. I'm a big boy now. I said, yeah, they're for big boys. So my other grandson turned around and said, yes, Shawnee, you're big now. And Shawnee said, I'm not big, I whittle. And I was just, can anything be more adorable than a child speaking for the first time? Well, not the first time, but this, at the beginning of their lives, their little talking and getting the words out is just absolutely adorable. I whittle. I thought that was too cute. And I took the 12-year-old to boxing. He does boxing not for to be a boxer, but for keeping fit and social aspect and something to do on a Monday afternoon, that kind of thing. I get in this gym. It's a big warehouse type of in the industrial area. And it's so bloody hot in there. I said to the girl, why don't you switch on a fan? They've got fans there. So I think it confused her. Some people just like the heat, and they get used to the heat. And she looked at me as if I'd gone mad. And I said, it's just very, very hot here. So she put on her fan. There were still quite a few fans to go that could have been put on. But I thought, no, I'm only here for 45 minutes. Just suck it up, princess, and don't complain anymore, which I didn't. But the teachers, a husband and wife combination, they put on the other fans in a while. And those poor kids doing boxing, they were just purple in the face. It was so hot in there. I thought some people, and the ones taking the boxing line, it was not a bead of sweat. Not a bead of sweat. They looked cool as a cucumber. Yes, they're young. The young look cool as cucumbers when they're hot, except for these children that were there. And it was a junior class. It was all under 13s. Yeah. So, and I was dying of heat, absolutely dying of heat. But the other people just don't feel it. What is the go with that? Why do some people feel the heat so much? I'm sitting here now, I'm quite hot. I have put on the air conditioning, but I'm quite hot. I think when I start talking about things that have affected me, like sitting in the gym in the boiling heat, silly thing, but I know. And doing this, what I'm doing now, just slows me down. Isn't that looking great, guys? I really love it. Yep, I really love it. I think those circles are going to be beautiful. I don't want to make a mess of these. I'll put that there. Nice thing about working with something small, you can turn it around as you feel in your hands when something's more comfortable. Now, in the end, I'm going to go around that outer line again so it all matches up in the end. And it all looks nice, but it's going to look lovely. And I hope that you're working along with me and enjoy it. A couple of people have said, why do you do it? I said, well, it slows my mind down. I really enjoy doing it. Why not record it at the same time? That was my daughter's idea. She saw me doing one. She said, why don't you record it? I said, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Perhaps I will. Don't be tempted to rush. And if the curve isn't quite as you'd like it, you just change it till you're something you're happy with. Happy here. There's a curve here that I think can be improved upon. Looking good, guys. I have an idea for that. I'm not quite sure whether I'll do it or not, so I'll just hold that thought for a while. So there you have your background. And all it was is stripes in the background. You had your circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the rest was just the stripes going backwards and forwards. Now, doesn't that look beautiful? Now you can do your patterning. You can look back to see if anything that you particularly like that you want to do, and see how you feel. Look at these. Look back. These were just lines. That was nice. A bit more fancy. I quite like that look there. That was unusual. There were your straight lines. And this was the massively big one. So I quite like this dynamic here. But let's see what we can do. And I think I will start here. And then you just continue with that pattern until you've reached the edge. And after that stage, you can fill in the background. This is the background there. That'll all be background. The negative space, that'll all be the negative space, and it's all going to be filled in. Meantime, we're just doing the foreground at the moment until And then you just continue until you've filled in the space that you want to. Once you've patterned in like that, then you fill in, pardon me, the negative spaces, and that's when the magic happens. I might choose a different pen. This is quite dry. This is a number 1. Let's see what I have here. I might go for a 3 of my 2 hands pigment liner. And hopefully it's not dry. You just fill in your, oh, that feels easier. Feels much easier when your pens work. And this kind of patterning takes ages to do, especially if you're careful. And you can't be in a hurry. And it just relaxes your mind. That's why I do it. I'm so relaxed doing this. Not frustrating at all, because if you think to yourself, you can't be in a hurry because this is going to take hours. So you can't actually be in a hurry. In a hurry, it won't look good. So slow your mind. I actually don't think about a lot when I'm doing this, because I'm relaxed. I do tell a few stories, but and I hope I've been entertaining you that way, but the exercise is to relax. You can always turn off my voice if you find it too not relaxing. And put on your favorite piece of music. I can take that Indian chanting music every now and again, chakras I think they call it, but not for a long time, just for a little while. I find it quite soothing. If it goes on for too long, then it no longer soothes me. And they look beautiful. From just a few lines, a page and a pen. A little bit of an imagination, and look what you can achieve. And enjoy doing it. Does take ages though. Stand up and check that this is all going well. Yep. 50 minutes already. Gee, yes. It's a long time. And we're not even halfway through. So whoever I'm going to give this away as a present to would appreciate the time it takes and the effort it takes to produce one of these. It's not 5 minutes. It's a dedicated few hours of work. Now at the end, there's the possibility of whether you want to fill in these outer spaces as well, which is what I did to this one. This also was straight lines, believe it or not, but not circles, but a similar type of pattern, as you can see, the swirling. But I decided to fill in all the outside as well. So that's entirely up to you whether you feel like doing that or not. I was quite relaxed doing that, so I just went over and on and on and on and on and on. And I wasn't even sitting at my desk. I had the TV on in one ear, this on the armrest of the chair, and I just did it. That's why it's not recorded. Doesn't it look great, guys? You've all heard, I think, of plagiarism. It's copying somebody's work, which is not allowed to do in the art world. I mean, people do it until the artist, it's illegal to copy someone's work unless they've been dead for 50 years. And after that, you can copy their work. That's why you get people in the museum copying the Mona Lisa and all that kind of thing, because those artists are long dead. But in saying that, you're welcome to copy this. I don't mind at all. This work doesn't belong to me. It's just a way of relaxing. And you can copy it as you like. I used to get the magazine Art of the West for many years. And they covered plagiarism quite a lot in that, and the legal ramifications of copying someone's work. Besides being quite embarrassing, if you copy someone's work, let's say there's a picture in a magazine and you copy that exactly, you put your name to it, when you know in actual fact it's not your work at all, it's someone else's. Even a photograph can be copyrighted. And if you copy it and put your name to it, that's copyright infringement. You can be sued for that. So years ago, when the internet was in its infancy, I used to write to photographers and ask them, I like your photograph that you've put on this program. Would you mind if I made an attempt to paint it? More often than not, they said, please copy as you like. We don't mind at all. And so I did quite a few works from magazines, not paintings, but photographs. You'd never copy a painting. You can copy a photograph of something, of, a live photograph of a flower or something like that. So I got permission to make copies of just flowers anyway. Oh, why I got into that subject. Interesting though. For example, if someone's copied you wouldn't copy someone else's painting. You just wouldn't, because that belongs, whatever that person paints from their imagination is their work, and it's automatically copyrighted to them. And you just don't, all artists know you don't copy someone else's work. You do your own work. But something like this is, especially as I've said, this is not copyrighted stuff. Anybody can do it, and everybody should do it. It's very relaxing. I'm loving this. Isn't it turning out nicely? It almost looks like a goblet with the base there. Taking ages though. Somebody said I should make my videos shorter. Well, how? I mean, I know I can speed it up, but that's not the point. If I speed it up and speed ahead of you, while you've decided to join me on this journey, I'll leave you in the dust. And that's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. As I want you to grab a piece of paper and a black pen or any colored pen that you like, and just do what I'm doing at the same time, and that takes ages. For example, here where we've got to, I just did the background, and that little bit has been an hour already. So it does take a long time, but you will agree that it's very rewarding. This is going to be beautiful when it's finished. Absolutely beautiful. You know, when you get to this stage, you want to rush. Don't rush. If you find yourself rushing and you're unable to slow down, then just walk away, come back later. Walk away, come back later. Because this is when you start making mistakes, when you start to rush. I am starting to rush a bit. I don't know why. Got all day. And being hot as well. Might just finish this section, have a break, and then come back and do part 2. I think this is so time consuming that there might be 3 parts to this one. Some of my followers were, oh no, part 3, oh, too long. But the purpose is so that you work along with me. Like a lesson. I'll take a little rest just now and watch a Fargo episode if another one has been put on my TV. Be lovely. I'm really enjoying that. Completely weird show, but I love it. Weird, but I love it. have here is might put one there. Wow, doesn't that look beautiful? Because that turned out so nice. I'm tempted to put it here as well. Very tempting. I'll do though, switch this off, upload it, fix that base up there. Nice thing about black ink, if you make a boo-boo, you just fix it up. Like that. Not working at all. If you look at your work upside down, you can usually find if something's wrong. A lot of artists do that. Turn their work upside down to see if there's anything that's glaringly, obviously wrong in perspective or whatever you're doing. Portrait even you can put upside down and see if the eyes are correctly done or the hand is in the correct position. Because if it's upside down and looks out of place, then it probably is out of place the right way around as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really enjoyed this. I think I might upload this one and then come back and continue. Doesn't that look lovely? I hope you've enjoyed this, and thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.